Hello guys, welcome back. So my name is Raman and I am a Java developer by profession. So welcome to the second video, which is about giving internet facility to the two different LANs which are connected by a router. I hope you enjoyed my last video, which was about understanding the basics networking behind two different LANs. So I'm using the same setup. So if you have not set up this machine, so then please watch my first video and then come back to this video, because in that video I explained how you will set up these three machines. One is in one different subnet and another one is in different subnet, and they are connected with each other through routers. So as I showed in my last video, so let me show you again here. So from this machine, from the finance machine, which is on subnet 10.0.60.0, is able to connect to this sales machine, which is on 10.0.70.2. Let's ping it, this machine. So we are getting reply from that machine. In the same way, let's see if this machine is able to ping this the machine in finance department. Yes, that is also able to connect to the machine in this finance department. And now let's go to my PPT, third slide of my PPT. So here I am showing you that how you can connect this two different LANs with the to the internet. So here I am going to use my home Wi-Fi router to give this facility to both the LANs. So as I have shown in the slide also, it's my Wi-Fi router which is connected to our router machine. So now to achieve that, we need one more network interface card on this machine, router machine, so that we can connect this network interface card to our Wi-Fi router. Okay, now let's go to our router. If you see in this router machine, let me show you. So we have only two network interface we have three network interface card, which is the default, this loopback. So other than that, we have two more network interface card. One is connected to this finance domain, and another one is connected to the sales domain. So now we need to restart this machine and we have to add one more adapter. So then let's go here, let's close this machine, ACPA power off. Yeah, so let's power off this machine, and now let's go to its networking. So in networking, so we have two adapters, and let's choose the third adapter. Here we will enable the networking adapter, and this bridge adapter we will choose, and this is the name of my bridge adapter, which is giving me the network functionality. So let me show you on my Ubuntu machine. So very fast. So here also IFP ADDR. So if you see grep WLP, so if you see, this is my bridge network which is connected to the Wi-Fi router. If I want my Ubuntu virtual machine to be able to connect to internet, then I need to connect to this bridge adapter. So that's why I chose here WP2S0. That's it. Then now we need to restart this machine. Yeah, let's restart this machine. And so let me again open all those windows. So this this machine is restarting. And yeah, good. Let it restart. We will wait for the time being. Now these machines are not able to communicate with each other. Yeah, you see, because there is no router. So now let's okay. it's coming up. Machine is booting. Okay, it's done. Now let's open the terminal. Okay, now let's see ipttr command file. So now if you see, we got one more adapter here, enp0s9, which is connected to the internet. So here we have this IP assigned to this machine, which is through this IP we will be able to connect to our Wi-Fi router, and we will be able to get internet. So but since we restarted the machine, this machine lost the IPs which we gave. So let's first give the IP again to this machine. So first of all, I need to disconnect this wired network and disconnect this wired, disconnect this too also. So yeah, so now I'll give the IP to this machine, sudo dot slash, because I have put the all commands to give the IP in this file. I will run this command. So this machine got. So now let's check that if this machine is able to connect to the internet. Right? So I'm opening the browser. So let's open this YouTube maybe. No, not because I think this machine is coming up. Why it's not? I think it will take a bit time. Let's see ipttr, what's happening here. Unfortunately, this enp0s9 lost the thing. Add connect. No. I think we need to restart this machine. Let's restart this machine. Power off. Power off. Start. Let's restart it. Let's see. It comes. Okay. Okay, it's coming up. This machine is coming up. Now let's again give the password. I think now this should be fine, because I think accidentally I disconnected the internet last time, and that's why it happened. So now let's terminal. Let's see. So now this got again this IP. Now let's check if this machine has internet, right? I hope this machine has internet. I can just say wget w.google. Okay, so this machine has internet now. That's confirmed because now it's going to YouTube and we can see here. So this machine has internet, it's confirmed. And now we need to give the IP. Since we restarted the machine, this machine lost all its IP and all the other details. We need to do all those things from scratch again. Let's put here so remember last time we changed this 0 to 1 so that this machine can forward a packet. Okay, and we need to give this IP to this machine, all other network cards. So now this machine can ping that machine. Now let's check if this machine has the internet, right? So I'm going to minimize this machine. So if I say wget www.google.com, right? So this machine is not able to do anything. And if I say here wget www.google.com, so we are getting some reply. So what is the problem? The first problem, okay, then to understand the problem, first of all let's dig more. So let me see. First of all, the main problem is that this machine is not able to resolve the name into IP. So for you guys, just there is one thing you need to know, that there is a file etcresolve.conf. so this file contains the address of your name server. If you go into this router machine, so this machine, so you can see this name server is 127.0.1.1. so since this machine is when we gave adapt to this machine, so this Ubuntu during boot gave a name server to this machine. So that's why this machine is now able to resolve this IP to name and name to IP through this name server. In the same way, we need a name server here on this machine also. Then what we need to do is, let's open sudo gedit /etc/resolve dot. So let's give a IP to this. So let's give a name server to this machine. Name server. So we can give this one. So now this, I think still it is now, because it is not able to go to that internet. So now first of all we need to see what is the problem. So let's do some digging. google.com. okay, so let's see if this machine is able to send packets to the router, right? So what we need to do is sudo tcp dump -i So here we received connection timeout on this machine, right? So then let's take the problem. This machine, finance machine, will connect to the router through ENP0S3, right? So now TCP dump here, and now try again, take giga. So yeah, so first of all, this machine is not able to send any packet to this machine, because now what is the reason behind that? Now let's see our routes. So here in our routes we see the entry that okay, if you have to go to 10.0.70.0, then go to this router. But if there is any other address, for example, Google has some another IP address 256 dot something or something, this machine does not know how to go to that IP, because it does not know the to whom to ask, right? So that means we need to add a route here, right? So let me open my notes. So this is the command which we need to add. So we need to add a default route for this, that for any IP just ask this machine, right? Sudo. So now you see this machine's received a request from that machine, right? So that means, now let me see, it's stat minus rn. So here we got a default route for this. That means for any IP, which is for all the IPs which are on this range, then ask this router. But for any other IP also just ask this router 10.0.61. Now if we do dig, right, now let's see if it is happening. Now what is the problem? Again we are not getting any response, right? So there we got a connection timeout. So now try again. You see, this router is getting a request. This router is getting a request, but the problem is the router is not able to reply to this machine. Now then there is another problem. The problem is, when you know the NAT, there is a term called network address translation. So when this router machine will go to the Wi-Fi router, it will convert the IPs of this machine to the public IP. Now when the packet, it is receiving back the packet, it is not able to understand to whom it has to reply, because it is not able to do the back conversion, that okay, it does not know the machine which is on this finance network, that how to send a packet to that machine. For that we need to do a bit of magic in IP tables in firewalls. So first of all, let me show you the IP tables firewalls list, right? So minus t, so minus list, let me show you. Okay, so if you see, there is no entry for those kind of things in NAT table. There is a very nice solution to that. You can also look into internet for, but I'll just give you a proper command which you can fire, and then everything will start working. So let me, because I don't remember this command now, so I have already written down here. So we will be firing this command, sudo. So done. Now let's see. Let's see if we are able to this machine is able to connect. One problem here is that this machine somehow lost all of its IP. Let me again run our script so that this machine again gets an IP. Now see, this machine is able to get the IP of google.com, which is this IP. Now let's try internet here. So let's open YouTube here. You see, this machine is able to go to internet now. Let's do the same thing here also, so that you remember what we are doing. So first of all, we need to do an entry in sudo gedit. We need to do an entry in name server for name server. So name server 8.8.8. so this will resolve the name to IP, and then we have to change the routes, right? And stat minus rn, yeah. So cat, so I need to fire this commands to set up a default route for this for all the IPs, right? Just go to this router. Good. Now let's do google.com. Yeah, this machine is also able to connect to internet. Now let's open a Firefox here. So YouTube here. Good. So now this machine is also able to connect to internet, right? So that's all about networking and between different LANs and how to give internet to different LANs. So I hope that I was able to explain this in detail, and so that you guys can in future troubleshoot your problems if you get any kind of problems in networking. I'm not an expert of networking in Linux, I'm just a developer, but yeah, so but I think this kind of basic things we all should know, whether we are a developer or we are a tester or anybody. So thank you guys. Yeah.